What's up, everybody? Yeah, it's me. I'm back. I'm back in business, baby. And I've not read the Bible since April 27th. Big yikes. That is not the kind of example I want to be setting. I think that I'm going to be trying to do this a lot more efficiently. I know some of you guys may not even make it to this part in the video. If you guys are still here, then freaking congratulations. You guys made it way farther than everyone else who has ever watched my videos. I know some of you guys are just going to and scroll away. That's okay. You guys don't want to watch these long-term videos on Instagram. So that's why in my bio, I'm going to be posting a link to my YouTube. All right, now if you guys are on Snapchat, you guys are just clicking through my stories, you guys probably won't listen to this, but you guys can go find me on Instagram at AJSMO, AJSMO, all lowercase, 84. You don't have to follow me. You have to go through and like all my videos. If I have a story posted, you don't have to go like it. Just go click on that link, and you guys can go watch my videos on YouTube. Okay? Capiche? Sound good? Now you guys don't have to watch these long-term videos. You guys can go back to doom scrolling. And you guys can go get your Bible a little bit later. All right? Just a little bit later. All right. Now that we're into the actual Bible reading part, I must let you guys know that today we are talking about some very sensitive subjects. One of those being rape. And I know that, nobody likes rape. Nobody likes it. All right, but unfortunately, it is the reality that we live in, and it's here in the Bible, and I'm trying to read every word in the Bible. Therefore, I'm not going to skip over something that may make people uncomfortable. So if it makes you guys uncomfortable, then I'm very sorry. Anyways, today we are in Genesis 34. Let's get right on into it. So, now Dinah, the daughter of Leah and born to Jacob, went out to visit the women of the land. When Shechem, son of Hamor the Hivite, the ruler of that area, saw her, he took her and raped her. His heart was drawn to Dinah, daughter of Jacob. He loved the young woman and spoke tenderly to her. Now, personally, he loved this young woman, but I feel like he was thinking more down here than up here, if you catch my drift. All right? Guys, gentlemen, if you guys like a lady, bro, do not rape her. What the junk, dude? So that is one of these things that I do not get in the Bible. I do not understand how love works, apparently. But I know this is not love. All right. And Shechem said to his father Hamor, "Get me this girl as my wife." Again, this guy sucks, bro. I do not like this guy. Then Shechem, skipped ahead, verse 5. When Jacob heard that his daughter Dinah had been defiled, his sons were in the fields with his livestock, so he did nothing about it until they came home. So he's going to be like, oh yeah, once the brothers come on in, I'm going to send them, go beat them up, bro. Go rough them up. All right, go tell him who's boss. Then Shechem's father, Hamor, went out to talk with Jacob. Meanwhile, Jacob's sons had come back in from the field. And as soon as they heard what had happened, they were shocked and furious, because Shechem had done an outrageous thing in Israel by sleeping with Jacob's daughter, a thing that should not be done. And I agree with that. 100%. Yes. Do not do that. Sorry. Verse 8. But Hamor said to them, "My son, Shechem had his heart set on your daughter. Please give her to him as his wife." What? Huh? "Intermarry with us. Give us your daughters and take our daughters for yourselves. You can settle among us. The land is open to you. Live in it, trade in it, and acquire property in it." What the run? What are y'all talking about? That's a terrible trade. This trade on fantasy football focus is getting an F-. All right, no bueno on this trade-o. Verse 11. Then Shechem said to Dinah's father and brothers, "Let me find favor in your eyes, and I will give you whatever you ask. Make the price for the bride and the gift I am to bring as great as you like, and I'll pay whatever you ask me. Only give me the young woman as my wife." We throwing hands, bro. I do not have a sister. All right, I got two knucklehead brothers, bro. If someone defiled my sister, you're going to ask me to ask you for money to marry her. Hell no. Hell no. That's a terrible trade. You couldn't pay me no money in the world. All right. Verse 13. Because their sister Dinah had been defiled, Jacob's sons replied deceitfully as they spoke to Shechem and his father Hamor. They said to them, "We can't do such a thing. We can't give our sister to a man who is not circumcised." Dang! That would be a disgrace to us. Dang! You freaking tell him. We will enter into an agreement with you on one condition only, that you become like us by circumcising all your males. Now you're going to make everybody suffer, dude? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, this guy is no good. I do not like this guy. All right. Then we will give you our daughters and take your daughters for ourselves. We'll settle among you and become one people with you. But if you will not agree to be circumcised, we'll take our sister and go. Their proposal seemed good to Hamor and his son Shechem. Huh? This is the craziest Bible story I've ever read. If you guys read Genesis 34, like, get your hard hats on, because this is a work in progress. All right. The young man who was the most honored of all his father's family, most honored, lost no time in doing what they said, because he was delighted with Jacob's daughter. Yeah, I bet he was. All right, buddy. Chill out. Verse 20, so Hamor and his son Shechem went to the gate of their city to speak to the men of their city. These men are friendly towards us, they said. Let them live in our land and trade in it. The land has plenty of room for them. We can marry their daughters and they can marry ours. But the men will agree to live with us as one people only on the condition that our males be circumcised, as they themselves are. Won't their livestock, their property, and all their other animals become ours? So let us agree to their terms, and they will settle among us. So they're thinking this in a business aspect, which women are not property. Back in the kind of war. That's not good. I'm not condoning that. I'm not condone everything that's in the Bible. The Bible just says what needs to be said. Anyways. Verse 24. All the men who went out of the city gate agreed with Hamor and his son Shechem, and every man in the city was circumcised. That must be some good salesmen. 3 days later, while all of them were still in pain, two of Jacob's sons, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, took their swords and attacked the unsuspecting city, killing every male. What the junk? It's some real family feud. They put Hamor and his son Shechem to the sword and took Dinah from Shechem's house and left. Brother. They done messed up a whole city for their sister, bro. Okay. I'm not condoning mass murder. But, bro, these brothers freaking took care of business, bro. They were like, you mess with our sister? Buddy. Bucko. Not gonna happen. And then they just killed everybody. Don't do that. Do not kill anybody. Just say no. The sons of Jacob came upon the dead bodies and looted the city where their sister had been defiled. They seized their flocks and herds and donkeys and everything else of theirs in the city and out in the fields. They carried off all their wealth and all their women and children, taking as plunder everything in the houses. Then Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, you have brought trouble on me by making me obnoxious to the Canaanites and Perizzites, the people living in this land. We are few in number, and if they join forces against me and attack me, I and my household will be destroyed. But they replied, should we have treated our sister like a prostitute? That's the end of the chapter, but I mean, that's a good point. Should he have treated our sister like a prostitute? So they're saying that their actions were justified. To be fair, this was before the 10 Commandments. It doesn't say don't murder. Whew. Sounds like a fun time to be living back then, you know? Some guy you don't even know rapes a woman. Then you get asked to be circumcised, okay? Which apparently hurts. And you get killed for it? Like, I told you guys this was a rotten deal. I told you guys. Before I even read the story, I told you guys this was a bad deal. Anyways, I want to say thank you guys so much for listening today. This was a very long video, so most of it's probably not going onto the Instagram or my Snapchat. So go check out my YouTube channel. I'm going to link it in my Instagram. Go check it out. Thank you guys so much for listening. Have a blessed rest of your day.